So I haven't really done anything today. I've just been editing videos and posting and getting back on that YouTube grind that I've been off of for so long. And I figure we need to do something fun today. We need to actually make some progress on the car and make the car look a little different than it looks today, right? And what are we missing? What's the main thing, bro? Freaking turbo. Where's the turbo kit, dude? Okay, so we have our intercooler already mounted. I have not shown you guys that video yet, but I did a whole fabrication day where I made my own brackets and stuff. I actually used part of a sway bar. And yeah, we'll get to that later, but this video is probably going to come out first. I'm going to try to make this video pretty quick and everything, pretty quick and painless. And let's get started, I guess. So, needless to say, everything that we are running turbo-wise was provided by MaXpeedingrods. So big shout out to MaXpeedingrods. They continue to support us in every way they possibly can, and I will always appreciate that. This is a GT2871 Garrett replica turbo made by MaXpeedingrods, and it's essentially seems to be a really good quality turbo. The reason I have it all blown apart and everything is because I was changing the position of the internal wastegate. We are going to be running the internal wastegate, but I needed it to be clocked in a way where the actual arm was able to move freely and it wasn't interfering with anything in the actual engine bay. So I think we got that all figured out now. Basically, after you take it apart, you have to have somebody squeeze this O-ring while somebody else actually moves it around, or I called it an O-ring, but a C-clip. The C-clip is really strong, but I guess that's a good thing. And we're also going to be running an oiling kit, also provided by MaXpeedingrods. This is just the standard turbo oiling kit. Nowadays, they have a lot of kits where this is actually included with the turbo, but back in the day, I was sent this as like kind of like a prototype. I was sent it in a manila envelope, and it's still got everything that we need. We have our AN fittings, and we also have some steel braided line, and then we have this pre-made line already. This is going to be our feed line, and it included a brass fitting that we installed to the back of the block. Pretty sure we can reach it with just the 10mm. You guys aren't going to see nothing, but I'm just going to go off of feel because I built my own car and I know where everything's at. Okay. This guy? Oh man. So I pulled off my intake manifold, even though I said I wouldn't need to do this. Here it is. And I thought this was a good time to show you guys my wire tuck. I don't know if you've seen all the videos or if I've even posted all of the videos, but like here's what our wire tuck looks like behind the engine. And we have like a big fat loom underneath this water pipe, kind of just being sandwiched in there by our brass fitting. This is a brass fitting that's basically, you know, splitting us off into our aftermarket oil pressure gauge, our oil sender unit, and then now our turbo oil feed. That's what this is. And I don't know, just wanted to kind of let you guys get to see how we have everything set up because I'm pretty proud of it. This is the AN line going to the bottom of our catch can. It runs parallel to the wiring harness. I think that looks really good. I don't know, that's one part that I really like. It's just satisfying. And then we have a ton of grounds to the subframe. The subframe is essentially our main ground distribution. And then the subframe itself is grounded to the actual frame rails. I know, it's just overkill. Even grounded to the alternator. It's seriously just overkill. But this is always how I ground my builds. And low-key, I have never had ground issues. All of you guys have ground issues, and I don't. So I'm going to just keep on being overkill with the grounds, and I'm not going to have issues. But yeah, I'm going to get the intake manifold thrown back on. Kind of just wanted to give you guys a look at how everything tucks up behind the engine. I've done this a couple times already, and to be honest, I don't think it gets any cleaner than this. This is good. I really like this. I really like this. Really like this. This is good. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm going to get the manifold thrown back on. Back on the time lapse. I have the car completely thrown back together. It really did not take long at all to take this thing apart and put it back together. I'm pretty actually happy that I did all of this because it allowed me to get familiar with my own build, you know what I mean? Here's the freaking turbo, guys. This is actually a GT2871 that is from MaXpeedingrods as well. It's a Garrett rep. All of these MaXpeedingrods turbos are Garrett reps, just so you guys know. The reason I know these are all Garrett reps is because I had to find a freaking flange for the GT28, and it wasn't the easiest thing ever. But eventually I found out that this turbo is a GT2871R replica, and if you just buy a GT28 flange, it's going to be the same exact freaking bolt pattern. Let me get this guy right here. So here's what our bolt pattern looks like, and pretty much boom, 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 boom. Ta-da! So we're gonna be running this guy. This is a V-band. It's just a flange. It doesn't even come with the other half of the V-band, which is funny. But it's in decent shape. I don't really like that right there. I was gonna put some weld on it and you know, grind it down a little bit. But yeah, it's in decent shape. I got this for like 30 bucks, 20 bucks on eBay. I also had to order this fitting on eBay. I'm gonna put links to all of this stuff in the description of the video. So if you buy this turbo, buy this fitting and buy this fitting as well, and you'll be good to go. MaXpeedingrods sent us their like general fitting kit, which is basically probably excellent for this turbo, this big boy right here. But we're running this little guy right here. So I actually struggled quite a bit finding all these fittings. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you definitely know that. But it's all said and done now. We're good to go. Look at that. That's looking awesome. So yeah, that's our little baby spoolie boy. I am not running the water lines at all because I don't really know how to run the water lines. I talked to Brandon about it before in the past. We have shit up, and Brandon basically explained to me that in order to run the water line safely, you're going to need a second thermostat that regulates the coolant flow to the turbo. And the reason why is because this is going to be scouting hot water. It's going to be water that's hotter than anything even in the freaking engine, dude. And I've seen in the past, some people have used this plug right here as a water drain. It's just a horrible idea right there because you're literally like got your thumb on a water hose squirting scouting hot water at cylinder number 4. So, you know, no wonder things go wrong. But we're not going to do any of that. I've also seen a guy on Facebook. I'll actually post a picture of his car right here because I think I saved it. It's so cool. It's a little EF sedan with like the D17 coil pack swap and all that stuff on a D series. And he ran the water lines. He said he put about 10,000 miles on the car daily driving it, and literally all he did was use stock water ports. I think he used a water port from the actual pipe under the intake manifold, and then he dumped that water. I don't know, I think he used one of these right here on the intake manifold to dump the water. I'm not really sure, but he said he had no issues with it. I just don't know how I feel about that, you know, like that's really going to be increasing the coolant temp, and then we're putting it back into the engine. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know if any of you guys are running water cooled turbos. If you are, then that's freaking cool. But I don't think we need to do it, so we're not going to do it. Okay, there we go. Cheese. Okay, so we're pretty much good to go here. Wastegate is actually in an optimal position, our vacuum line. That's something that we can totally work with. I don't know if we're going to be running vacuum directly from the compressor housing to the wastegate, but whatever we do, you know, we'll figure it out. Here's the ram horn. You guys are probably going to ask me about this ram horn, so let me just get that out of the way. I believe this ram horn started life as like an eBay manifold, but it was in pretty mangled condition when I got it. Mr. Lexmark pretty much said that this thing was going to fall apart if I ever ran it. So I sent it over to him, and he essentially cut it up into little pieces. They were all in a bucket for a long time at one point. He got a new flange in. It's a T25 flange. And he, at first, all he did was weld that flange to the actual manifold, but then he essentially rebuilt the entire manifold because he literally told me this thing was just going to break over and over again. I believe all of these welds are his welds. They definitely look a lot different than when I sent it. And the ram horn itself is, you know, it's just the piping's a little bit different. It's not like the way they are from factory. And he also went and sealed up the wastegate flange because we're not going to be using that. And yeah, when we do change up our turbo setup, we'll probably be changing up a lot more things than just our turbo setup. Yeah, I hope this fits, because last time I was in here, we didn't have a radiator. Come on, baby girl. Okay, that's not too bad. So, I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a big stoner, okay? And I've been a big stoner for essentially my entire life. I've been a big stoner since I was like 13 years old. I think I smoked weed for the first time when I was 12. And I can't help but think that it's had a grasp on my life this entire time. And at the beginning, it was a little different when we were kids and stuff. But I definitely think it got out of hand. And I guess essentially what I'm doing right now is I'm detoxing. I'm taking what's called a tolerance break, because literally weed does not affect me. And I literally don't know the difference between sobriety and highness. Anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know that I am trying to make a big change in my life. That's why I disappeared from YouTube for a minute. And my friends are following me through this journey. I don't know why I thought this would be any different, but my friends are showing me a lot of support, and they're basically walking this road with me. And I didn't really expect that. And it's honestly very humbling. I think I'm in the company of some very good people now for the first time in my entire life. Definitely wasn't like this 2 years ago when I started the channel. And I definitely think that a lot of the events that occurred at the beginning, I think those definitely led me to abusing weed the way I did. I essentially just wanted to escape, dude. I didn't want to be in my head no more. I didn't want to be in my body no more. I didn't want to be in my life no more. And I came to understand that you can run away forever, like my dad did, or you can man up and you can make some changes, dude. You can do things that you didn't think that you could do. You can totally do those things. It's all about willpower, dude. It's all about the way you think. It's all about the way you talk to yourself. Y'all ever watch BoJack Horseman? There's this episode called Stupid Piece of Shit, and it's my absolute favorite episode. And not even just BoJack, but like in almost anything. It's definitely my top 10 list of favorite episodes. And because like it kind of shows you the effects of the way you talk to yourself, like the way your internal monologue goes on a daily basis. If you tell yourself you can do something, you can do it, dude. That's the way life works. If you tell yourself you can't do it, you can't do it. That's the way life works. You place your own limitations on yourself. You place your own shackles on, like, you clip your own wings. That's how life is. And we don't realize it until it's too late, bro. We don't realize it until we're wise old people, but we ain't got the health to do any of that crap anymore. And, you know, it's never too late. It's absolutely never too late to decide that you want a better life, and you're gonna go get it. I just wanted to tell you all that. That's your BS that you have to listen to in this video, since there's always some kind of crap you have to listen to. Okay, that's on. Dude, this looks so awesome. Look at the way that's lined up. Hell yeah, dude, that's exactly what I was imagining. So what I want to do now is I want to come up with a little bracket that utilizes this bolt hole down there. And essentially it just, you know, clips this guy right here and makes sure that it is extremely firm and there's no possible way this can end up like that. You know what I mean? When we open the hood at Car Meets, you guys are going to see it like this. This is freaking cool, dude. Wow, look at that little turb ski right there. And we have plenty of room, dude, that we can do a freaking intake. Like imagine if we did like a cold air intake. Oh, wow, I'm getting ideas, dude. That would be cool. I'm gonna get to bed. I'm really hungry, so I'm probably gonna make something to eat and then get to bed. But I just want to plug MaXpeedingrods really quick because this is a MaXpeedingrod sponsored video. I'm pretty sure every video we make is sponsored by MaXpeedingrods. We've got so many of their parts on our car. But if you want to pick up a GT2871 or the GT35, there's also a GT30, which is a middle option. Come here, camera. But either way, dude. Check out MaXpeedingrods' website and show them some support because all they do is show us support. This is awesome. I'll pick up with you guys in the morning. Bye. Okay, so I've been down here just messing with AN fittings and I'm trying to find a combination that will work for us. Let me get all up in here. If I took off the intercooler, it'd be a lot easier, but I'm not going to do that. So as you can see, we're going to only need like maybe a freaking solid inch of hose. So I don't have aluminum wrenches to tighten the AN lines. So in the last video, somebody gave me a tip to use tape. Just tape up the actual fitting and then you won't really scratch them up as badly as you do normally. So I got the first one on. Now we have to actually cut this line. I'm gonna test fit it to the turbo. Okay, so basically we want this line. Let me get the camera in there. Gosh darn it, boy. So basically we want this line to pretty much end right here at the end of the fitting. I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm gonna just do it. Went relatively fine. Okay, not as hard as I thought it would be. Hell yeah. I love it when stuff's like that. So yeah, I nicked up the fittings a little bit, but it's okay, guys. No one's gonna see that way down there unless, I don't know. Knowing you guys, someone's gonna freaking peek their head down there and be like, damn, Nate, look at all those freaking scratched fittings. I already know how you guys are. But regardless, we got the job done. Okay, now I'm thinking that we could have totally used 2 straight fittings and the line might have been a little more natural. I just wasn't really trusting this steel braided line to really be too flexible, but it pretty much was flexible. Anyways, that's gonna get the job done. I'm satisfied with that. But now our turbo is completely plumbed up now. It has oil. We just need to figure out where we're gonna run our vacuum line and we need to get hardware for our, what do you call this thing? Our flange, our downpipe flange. We need to get hardware to bolt this thing on and then I guess that's it, boys. I guess that's it. Hell yeah. So that'd be pretty cool. We might even just do something. Oh, wow. It looks like this is actually going to be a little annoying with the radiator, huh? That's a little annoying. I'm not trying to run like a gangsterlian radiator or any crap like that. So, I don't know. Anyways, you guys, if you want to pick up this turbo, open the link in the description. If you want to pick up that turbo, open the link in the description. Or if you want to pick up the turbo oiling kit, check out the link in the description. I'm going to put all of that stuff there. I'm going to find a little bracket to hold this guy here. I think I told you guys that last night. And I don't know. It doesn't really look like the oil line will touch the header in any way if we have it bracketed down. But I also don't want, you know, to risk it. So I might even fab up a little heat shield right here. That would be pretty cool. Now that I'm looking at the turbo ski, we could totally use these 2 bolts to bolt a heat shield to. We could probably even weld off of this bracket right here. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, we'll see what happens, boys. We will see what happens. But Turbo is now permanently on the car. That will only ever come off for, like, you know, maintenance stuff or whatever. But yeah, we are now boosted again. If you guys don't know, before I bought this car, oh my god, I was gonna put that in my engine. Before I bought this car, it had a B series swap, and I have reason to believe that it was turbocharged based off of how it was cut up. All the cuts, like right here, like all of this crap's cut off and everything. That's totally like, why would you do that, you know? Like, the only reason I think you would do that is for a turbo kit. And then I did cut a lot of the frame, or a lot of like the core support off of it in this recent build. But like, even when I did buy the car, it never even had any of this crap here. So like, that's totally why I think the car was boosted in the past. And here we are, boosted again. So that's freaking awesome. I'm super excited. And yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up this video, boys. It looks really good. Everything here looks really good. This is cool. This is really cool, dude. My little freaking turbo Honda. This is so cool. Julian says he's gonna come over today and we're gonna slap my windshield on. If we do that, then I'll record a little time lapse for you guys and probably throw it in for the outro of this video. But for the most part, we are done, boys. I definitely want to do something about my radiator. EF Chris has this really cool Skunk 2 EF radiator for sale right now, but like, I'm not really in a position to drop another 200 bucks on something I don't need. Like, cooling system is done. We don't need to drop more money into it, but like, that's what a build is, you know? Big shout out to MaXpeedingrods for supporting the channel, and please support our friends over there and pick up some Terp skis or something if you're on a budget like me. Because like, I don't know, I'm pretty sure this GT2871 could do some real fucking damage. Sorry. But anyways, more AN stuff to add to the AN box. Turbo car is almost ready. Everything's all said and done. I don't think I posted my fuel video for you guys at all, but like, we got so many AN lines on this car now. This is so cool, dude. I'm so excited. I'm loving it. I'm loving every single bit of this. Now, are we gonna get oil leaks? That's a different question. I suppose I could totally prime the turbo right now and get oil flowing through it, but I'm probably gonna do all of that stuff off camera because it sounds messy. I'll see you guys later. Bye.